beautiful Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your full moon reading. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful that scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. If anyone claiming to be me asks you for anything at all, money, e-gifts or donations, it is not me, it is a scam. I do not have Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. So if anyone claiming to be me contacts you regarding those platforms, please report them. It is not me, okay? So let's get straight to your full moon reading. Full moon occurs on the 23rd or 24th of July, depending on where you are in the world. It's called the thunder moon, okay? So it is a time for using that explosive creative energy to clear the air and make way for a new chapter. Some people call it the thunder moon. I like to call it that. Some people call it the buck moon, okay? So the thunder moon basically is entering Aquarius, signaling an unpredictable and rebellious energy. So it is time to sort of embrace your inner rebel. Now, if you think about the buck moon as well, it is a time where the male deer grow their antlers, they mature, so and they get ready to be able to fight for whatever it is that they want, okay? And normally the male deer, they fight for the female deer, or they fight for food or things like that. So there's an energy here of you sort of holding your vision, going after your goals and dreams. But how is it going to affect you directly, Cancer? Well, Pluto is conjunct the moon, so it is quite an explosive sort of confrontational energy, and as you're governed heavily by the moon, it's asking you to look at trust issues, but it's also asking you to trust your intuition, and it sort of identifies where and which situations you do not trust yourself, but it also asks you to, sorry, they just asked me to go again, so I will. Okay, thank you so much, I'm truly grateful. They're asking you to look at situations where you did not trust your intuition and see that you were bang on point, because your intuition is key. The moon represents intuition, but it also represents fears and uncertainty. And sometimes you may feel a little bit clouded in your energy, Cancer. And this is to do with all situations before you make a decision, or it could be before you fall in love, or when you're falling in love. It could be also to do with your career. So they're asking you to really look at that unpredictable energy and rebel against it, to really trust yourself and to trust situations. Obviously use your intuition, it is key in every situation, but this is a time for bringing your dreams and goals and intentions to the fore, and I feel like hold strong to your visions. It says take time to breathe out. Okay, so if you're overthinking anything, Cancer, especially as you hit that full moon, deep emotions rise from the surface. Now, you may be used to this energy because you are governed by the energy of the moon, but anything that is coming to the surface that is unseen or that has not been dealt with, I feel like it may make you feel a little bit anxious, or you've been feeling a little bit uncertain recently. It's time to breathe out, okay? Just stop holding your breath on something, it's almost like release the anxiety. They're actually showing me someone dropping their shoulders. So when you're breathing out, doing that breathing out, breathing in exercise, feeling the shoulders release, to release that tension is really important. They actually just said to me, someone just went, oh gosh, they're really holding their shoulders up high and they didn't even realize it. So make sure whenever you're starting your day or anything like that, even when you wake up first thing in the morning, check the energy of your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, all of those things. But check the energy of your shoulders. If they're up, that means physically you're actually engaged in fight or flight mode, where you're in a protective energy and you're starting your day in that energy. And that's in your physical form. You may not even feel it emotionally, okay? So they're just giving me that for somebody out there, whoever needs that, to hear that. Your energy is gaining momentum. There's a huge charge, a power up here of energy for you. And I feel like that is so that you can engage your inner rebel, okay? Now this period also asks us, how do we express ourselves in social settings? And if you find that you're a very shy person, Cancer, especially in certain situations, you go a little bit insular, they're actually showing me you powering up and coming out of your shell a little bit more, but they're indicating that you're about to elevate in a certain area with regards to frequency. So you may feel a power up, like a charging sensation. There's extra energy and you may not know why, but I feel like it's going to become more apparent as we hit that full moon. We've also got your hard work is paying off. Okay, so whatever it is that you've been focusing your attention on or really trying to achieve, it can be a goal, a personal goal, whether it's to do with weight, diet, or friendships. It could be about mental health. It could be about peace of mind. It could be about, you know, moving to an area that makes you feel at peace with the world, closer to water, whatever it means for you. It can also mean success in career or turning a hobby into a successful business. It could also be to do with love. You may have been working hard on yourself in order to transmute certain energy to sort of metamorphosize how love relationships, how you interact with them, or the certain type of people that you are attracting. So I feel like whatever it is that you're engaging in, that hard work is paying off there. Just to let you know, this is not a reading that focuses on love or career in particular. It's about the energy, how you may be feeling about things. They just gave me a little knock there. I don't know if you caught it. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but it's basically to identify how you've been feeling, how you've been navigating the energies recently, but also any advice that comes up as well. We've got communication is key. Now, they're indicating here, especially since Mercury is no longer in retrograde, this should be an easier time to emote feelings, but also to speak up about things that you may have kept buried. So communication is key. I feel like you're negotiating better deals as well with this full moon energy. A couple of signs are feeling this full moon energy really heavily, like chaotic energy, okay? But I feel like you're actually coming into some sort of harmony, okay? That's what I feel, because you're governed so heavily by the moon, Cancer, anything that's unexpected, I feel like you're always ready to embrace it anyway. If you really think about your sign, it's sort of the brand of your sign is a crab, Cancerian energy. They've got the pincers, so they're always ready for battle, always ready to defend themselves, but also ready to be flexible, take a sidestep if needs be, out of danger or out of a situation. You're still moving forward, of course, but you know, you can go into your shell as well if you need to hide away or bury yourself in the sand. So I feel like you're always ready. You're always expecting the unexpected, and therefore you're ready for any challenging energy. A lot of other signs don't have that sink or swim kind of energy, but you do. Now we've also got the answers you need are coming. So if you felt a little bit clouded or a little bit confused about things recently in certain areas, you've had a real test of faith, there's going to be illumination and awakening here, and it brings you the answers that you need. So there's obviously some sort of news coming here. I feel like Mercury is really heavily related to your energy at the moment, where there's a lot of communication coming in and out, but it makes things so much clearer for you, that allows you to trust yourself more and to trust others in certain situations depending on your intuition. That is key. And we've got balance, spirituality, and practicality, okay? So remaining in harmony is important for you, Cancer, especially during this time. But if you've got any goals, dreams, or things that you've been working really hard on, they need a practical, grounded plan, okay? It can't be some high in the sky sort of idea without the grounded plan. You can have all those wonderful goals and dreams that are so high in the sky, as long as you've got that plan to ground it and make sure that you're still moving forward on it, and it's not just dreamer kind of energy, okay? So I feel like with this balance, spirituality, and practicality, I feel like you're coming back to some sort of spiritual practice like meditation, taking a little bit of time out for you, because I feel like the energy's been quite chaotic for you in the run-up to this moon energy. It's been a bit of a bumpy ride. So let's see a little bit deeper what's happening there for you. Thank you so much. Spirit guides, guardian angels, can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Sorry, they're just giving me something, which is Hermione is the name, Hermione, but also Hermano. No, sorry, they just said I said it wrong. Hermano. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Hermione and Hermano. Okay, so I feel like, you know, I cannot tell you what Hermione stands for right off the bat, because I'm scrying at the same time, so it's really hard for me to disconnect from the energy to find out what Hermione means. But I feel like it's more like it's a name. So either it's your name or it's a name in particular that connects to you. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. But also Hermano, I feel like Hermano is, does it mean brotherly or manly or something like that? I'm not really sure. I do apologize for my ignorance, for not knowing what that might mean. I don't really, hermano, I feel like it's brotherly or manly or something like that. I'm really not sure. But please take it as it resonates, okay? We got the Emperor, the Moon, the Hermit. They want me to go again for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Okay, we have the Magician and we got the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting energy there. As I was shuffling those cards for a moment, they're showing me angel cake. Angel cake. So if you're eating angel cake, or maybe it means that your guides, your angels are bringing you something sweet or some sort of reward after a difficult time. Please take it as it resonates, but they're actually showing me a physical cake, okay? So if that's you eating an angel cake, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, so please take it as it resonates. It doesn't mean it's not your reading if it does not connect to you. It just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading, as their attention may have wavered for a moment. Now, the protagonist energy is the Emperor. You're taking control, Cancer, okay? I feel like you're facing everything face on. And I feel like this is the plan I was talking about, the structure. Everything needs a grounded plan. And the Emperor is someone who strategizes and makes a plan. They plan for the future. So I feel like you're respecting your boundaries, and I feel like you are stepping into some sort of role of responsibility. Now, whether it is that you're being an entrepreneur, or you are, looking for something that is a little bit more grounded or long-term energy in terms of love. As I said, it's not really a career or love reading, but I feel like you're stepping into your power, excuse me, in those areas. I also feel like you may be getting some extra guidance from like a third party. So for example, you may be seeking knowledge online, maybe on YouTube videos of how to do things, or even if it's something like that confuses you when it comes to why someone did something to you, you may be looking up on online. I feel like where there's been chaos, I feel like you're finding order in that chaos. If you've felt like anyone has been avoidant, or you've been avoidant in a certain area, I feel like you're turning it around and facing things head on. You may have dealt with a lot of immature energies recently, and you may have felt like you've come across people or situations where there's been really nasty egos, but I feel like it's almost like you're leading with integrity, your head held high, and you're being the better person, okay, with that energy. The Emperor card also sort of indicates a need to get organized and not to wait around, not to procrastinate, to take action on something. Also, they're just showing me like a bag of money right now, Cancer. So when they show me the bag of money, it means, you're being shrewd with your money. Not overspending is important. You may be saving for something, or you may be trying to, I feel like there's money coming on in, and it's almost like you don't really want to put it out, okay, as it were. I feel like you're trying to save wherever you can with that money. But when they show me a money bag, it means that there is financial reward at some point coming towards you, whether it's a new job, raise, or promotion, or investments that is going to go well for you. They're indicating that there is a lucky turn of events, okay? Now we got the Moon card. It is in the Resistance position. So something that was clouded, something that caused confusion or despair, or even that test of faith, as I said, you've been trying to see the positive side. You've been also trying to find the truth of a situation, and I feel like a truth will be revealed to you. Intuitively, Cancer, this is a very important time for you, because the Moon basically in this position, this is a challenge position, which is what I mentioned earlier for your sign in particular. It's about trusting your intuition. It's asking you, where do you trust yourself? Where do you doubt yourself? Where do you trust others? And where do you not trust others? Where do you, if something feels off with a situation or a person, and your intuition is screaming at you saying, this isn't right, it doesn't feel right. Where are you ignoring that and saying, you know what, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just, feeling some fears in this area, and I'm just creating an illusion of fear. Spirit says it's frustrating sometimes when we cloud our own happiness, or when we cloud our own sort of feelings out of sheer disbelief that anyone would be hurtful or hateful, or it would be negative. We always want to believe the best in a person, Cancer, and you really do. You're such a nurturing, beautiful, warm-hearted soul, and I feel like you really want to nurture people, and you really want to believe the best in everybody. But not everybody's got your best interests at heart, Cancer, and you may have felt like you've had to really take control or own your power so that people don't feel like you're a walkover, okay? And you are not a walkover by any means. No shape or form are you someone to walk over. I feel like you're actually a force to be reckoned with. But a lot of people take your nurture, your care, they may feel like that they can take it and, how can I put that? They take it for granted, okay? Or they abuse your kindness in a way where they expect more, or they do not reciprocate. I feel like sometimes they feel like it's okay, Cancer will do it. It's okay, Cancerians have got this. Or, you know, they can come to you for nurture, care, or you know, reciprocity, advice, and things like that. But when it comes to you needing something or needing some care, it's almost like, well, where is it? It's gone, okay? So just be mindful of that energy. I do feel like you're in fight or flight mode, okay, about something. So I'm going to pull a card on that and see what that is. Fight or flight basically means whenever there's an uncertain situation that kind of, sorry, they just said, what does flight or fight mean? So either you've just asked a question, what does that mean? They're transmuting it to me. So it basically means when something uncertain or something unnerving shows up in your world, you have two options: to fight it, or to, you know, sort of use that energy to springboard and fly and elevate regardless. It's almost like feel the fear and do it anyway. If you fight it, you're resisting it, you're making things more difficult. But if you are flexible and you use that flight mode, you can use that energy, that uncertainty or whatever it is, to springboard into a more positive energy for you. So I feel like it's almost like you're ready for action, but you may be a bit more shrewd about using the energy for your positive gain. Can you please clarify this moon card for my beautiful Cancerians? Ace of Swords. It is the breakthrough, okay? You're ready, as you can see. Fight or flight mode. This would be, I mean, I feel like there's a breakthrough before you even get to the fight. There's a truth coming towards you. Ace of Swords basically means destiny, fate, intervene. The law of karma comes along, and it shows you that you're on the right path, but it also puts you in alignment with your highest good. Things are going to start to happen quite quickly, so you may feel like things are out of your control. When things go really fast, we are like, oh my gosh, I wasn't prepared for this. So you may feel like you got to keep all your eyes open in a situation, but the Ace of Swords says it's going to be successful. You're going to see things really clearly, and that where there was conflict before, there's going all those blockages, anything where it was like poor judgment or you felt clouded, you're going to see things so clearly, okay? This is a real breakthrough. As you can see with this cloud there, you see that tumultuous cloud. The hand of the universe pops on out there from a really negative space there into the sword of truth. And you can see that there's a real breakthrough for your highest good there. And there's a lot of, as you can see, the crown there, it really opens the crown chakra, which is a deep knowing. And hanging off the crown chakra is part of a victory wreath. Okay, so there's going to be success. It basically means a major breakthrough or triumphant success, this card, okay? So if you're feeling a little bit nervous or a little bit blocked in a certain area, then they're indicating that that's all about to be turned around. Now, the unified energy. Now, you may have felt like I'm just getting an energy that you may have felt a little bit alone recently, especially because there's been a lot of immature energy around you. You may have closed yourself off really to just have a think about how things are going. The Hermit card is a solitary energy, but it's also a time for introspection. You're gaining a lot of wisdom about yourself, what it is that you want, how your needs are being met or not being met in life, okay? So I feel like with the Hermit card, you may have taken a bit of a temporary time out just to recharge your batteries, to regroup, renew, and that's okay. You get a new perspective on life. The hermit often takes themselves out of life into a cave to recharge because they're feeling really jaded with the world and fed up. It's a weary kind of energy. And then when the hermit comes out of the cave, they bounce out of that cave back into the Fool card energy, which is the new start, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of wisdom that's coming here. They're just giving me, thank you so much, I'm truly grateful. Cancer, they're just giving me an energy of recently you may have felt like you're like triple in your age. You may have felt like you are feeling so tired of having to get up again and be knocked down again and get up again. The energy is really affecting you a lot, especially as we've come up to the full moon. But as that full moon reaches its peak, there is a release for you, okay? Listen to your intuition, listen to your guides. They will never lead you astray. As you can see here, there's like an eagle and it's over the ear. Listen to your guides, your intuition. It will lead you to soar high and see a new perspective, but it will also lead for you to see things, how can I put that? See the bigger picture is what they're giving me. Now, if you've got Virgo placements, they give me a similar energy in the Virgo reading about seeing the bigger picture. So I feel like you are seeing the bigger picture about a lot of things in your life. Now, the Magician card indicates you're very connected to the universe, Cancer. Magician card says whatever you're focusing your attention on, you're actually manifesting, okay? So you may have actually gone a little bit under the radar with people at the moment, Cancer, because you've got something on your mind that you really need to sort out by yourself for a little while, and you really need to focus on it. And whether it's career, whether it's love, there's accomplishment in the level of focus that you're giving it, okay? When you get the Magician card, thoughts become things. You're turning those visions into reality, but you're also taking action because you've got the Emperor card and the Magician card they are cards of action, okay? So as I said, I feel like you're facing things head on. You're not burying your head in the sand, but you must trust your intuition, okay? Because sometimes you doubt your wonderful self, and that may have come from a position of people in your past, whether it is ex-loves, whether it is friends, whether it is family members who made you doubt your emotions, who may have said, oh, you're too emotional, you're too this, you're too that, you're too whatever. Cancer, you came here perfect as you are, okay? Yes, we've all got to learn lessons. Yes, we all have to raise our vibrations and raise the level of frequency of our intentions, but you came here perfect as you are. No matter what shell, body, whatever it is, however you came here, you're perfect, okay? So don't let anyone tell you that you are not good enough or that you are too emotional or you're too this, you're too that, because you know that is not correct. They're really showing me right now a little blue scarab, Egyptian scarab stone. It's like a scarab beetle stone, okay? It's blue. It's so beautiful. So either you're holding one of those right now as you're listening to this reading, or you've got one on the table next to you or something like that. Maybe it's even a painting, but they're showing it to me as an actual physical stone. So if that is you, there's something in this message for you. Now, when you think about the scarab beetle, that is something that worked really hard, but it's also a stone of protection, of good luck, okay? So they're indicating that whatever it is you're trying to manifest on the physical plane, it's almost like it's got protection and the thumbs up from the universe. You've got everything you need within you. You've got the creativity, the skill, the focus, the desire. You've got the inspiration, the creativity, as I said there. You've also got good vocal skills, negotiation skills here, because the Magician actually has all the elements in play, okay? Now, as you can see, excuse me, this is Aries energy here. We've also got an Aries energy with the Emperor as well. We've got Moon card, which is your energy, Cancer. We've got Virgo, and we've got that Wheel of Fortune, which is a turning point energy coming through. But as you can see with this particular card, there may be a directional pull for you recently, because as you can see, this is Aries card, so there's a ram there, but as you can see, both faces are looking a little bit worried, okay, and they join together in the middle. I don't know if you can see, I'm getting a real flicker of light happening in my room. I hope you caught that on camera. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, I'm not sure, but they're really indicating the fear here where you have to make a directional change. Don't fear the process, because whatever it is you're manifesting, you're going to make it show up in your world. So if you're catastrophizing, feeling like something's not going to happen, or you feel like it's not going to work out for you, or you're actually right, because whatever you think about, you bring about. You lose the motivation to go towards whatever it is you want to when you feel like you cannot do it, because there's self-doubt there. It's defeatist. But if you feel like you can do it, you're actually also right, okay? Because you've got the motivation, you've also got thoughts become things, okay? If you are trying to manifest from a place of already having it, okay? Because whenever you manifest an image and you see yourself wanting this thing, you're always wanting, okay? And it's always over there. But Spirit gave me the image of manifest from a position of you doing it. Because when you're showing yourself doing it, you're telling the universe that this is what you're intending to do right now, okay? So they move all the mountains, they move all the obstacles and shift everything to make it all come towards you, okay? And that's to do with love, it's to do with career, it's to do with even the smaller things, like you just want half an hour to yourself to take a break if you've been running off your feet and, you know, multitasking around, okay? Have you ever noticed when you're like saying, oh my gosh, I'm too busy to do this, I'm too busy to do that, more stuff shows up in your world to make you too busy, okay? If you're always saying, this is always making me feel awful, it's never going my way, it's never going to go your way, Cancer. Thoughts become things. And also, communication is so important. What you say, the words that you say. Have you ever said that someone said a sentence and they tempted fate by saying it? You're actually putting those words out there to the universe, and those energy, the words carry energy, okay? And they hang in the universe, and then they come back right at you like a boomerang. So very important, the way that we express ourselves and how we think about things, because that sentence, even though it sounds like a cliche, tempting fate, it actually is very true, okay? Now we got the Wheel of Fortune stepping in for you. Fate intervenes to bring a lucky turn of events. You know, there's going to be a lucky break here for you. Things work out the way that you'd hoped for, but I feel like you're going to start to experience many meaningful coincidences. Now, I personally don't believe in coincidences. Everything happens for a reason, and I feel like things are going to show up in your world to prove that to you. There's going to be double numbers. You're going to think of something, and then it's going to be like right in front of you, whether that's on a billboard. They just show me right now a ladybird landing on somebody. So if a ladybug or a ladybird, however you say it, because there was a little bit of like confusion when I said it before, ladybug, ladybird, it's the same thing, I think. It landed on you. Okay, if that's you, there's something in this message for you. I mean, the whole message, the whole reading. Okay, so pay close attention to the reading. But the Wheel of Fortune says, if you've been feeling stuck, chaotic, or going round and round circles, Spirit is airlifting you out of a cycle where you may have felt like you're just going round and getting nowhere. Whether that's with a friendship, business, career, you know, love, any of those things. If you felt like you're stuck, Spirit is actually showing up to turn things around. There is a turning point here. Now, it may require you to come out of your comfort zone, Cancer, which is something that you're not really, as a water element, you don't do easily, let's put it that way. But in this circumstance, I feel like you are. I feel like you're really embracing it because the circumstances are right. With Aquarius, you know, so the full moon being in Aquarius with that unpredictable, rebellious energy, and the full moon being your governing planet, along with it conjuncting Pluto, there's a lot of elements in play that allow you to be almost like the catalyst, the fire starter in your own world to make things happen. You're a force to be reckoned with, okay? That thunder moon is really important for you to step into your creative power, clear the air, and make way for a new chapter. And the new chapter looks sweet, okay? So let's go a little bit deeper and see what's happening for you for this particular full moon. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Now, they're giving me a name, Claudette. Claudette. So if your name is Claudette, I mean, I feel like that name has popped out before. So if it has, I do apologize, but they're giving it to me again, so I have to give you what they're giving me. I cannot tell you something different. So if Claudette is your name, please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. So if it doesn't resonate, it just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. The shuffling of your cards are quite energetic and chaotic, actually. Woo! They want me to go again. Whoa. Okay. They want one more. There we go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Yeah, they're saying that you're, well, I can feel that your energy is quite energetic. Oof. Okay. How would you like to receive? Okay. Sorry, they just wanted me to swap those two. Thank you so much. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Oh, and they want one more. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What is it they need to know? You want one more card? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Ooh. What are they meant to see? Can you please guide them for the full moon? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Whoa. Okay. So, we have the Six of Swords. Now, Six of Swords is a very important energy. It's a rite of passage energy. It means that there is a necessary shift in the way that you think. If you've been feeling ungrounded, as you can see, there's an anchor where you're being moved by spirits to a place where you can feel more at home, more grounded, and they're actually moving you out of any tumultuous energy. As I said, you're kind of protected during this time. You're using that chaotic energy to create something really wonderful. Not many signs are able to transmute that energy this time round. So it'll be a bumpy ride for a lot of people, but I feel like you're using this energy to have a transition that is important. I feel like either you're thinking about relocating, whether you're thinking about moving closer to water, or because of your water element, or it could be that you're deciding to change jobs or business. I feel like you're taking charge of something and changing. Okay, the Six of Swords energy is a protective energy. Normally in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, you can see Spirit is guiding a boat. Two people are in the boat and all the swords are pointed down, protecting that boat as they move forward into calmer waters. So I feel like the stars are aligning for you to be moved to a much more calmer place in terms of your emotions. And I feel like things are just going to be much easier in your world than they have been for a while, Cancer. But they are giving me this energy that you may have felt very alone in this energy recently. Okay, so I'm sending you out a huge hug there. But that's all about to change, I feel. The King of Wands is basically on par with the Emperor kind of energy, which is about being bold, being a leader, stepping into a position of power, or stepping into your own creative power, which is what this time period is meant to be. That thunder moon brings our creative powers to the fore, and you are stepping right into it. Cancer, you're marching to the beat of your own drum, quite literally, as you can see in that card, and I feel like you're setting the world on fire with your passion. You're igniting things. Now, I didn't say this before, but when I was starting your reading, I did meditate on your cards, and I shuffled, and I've got everything ready, and I lit the candle. Now, the candle kept going out, and I was like, hot damn, what's going on here? I had to keep on relighting it. So perhaps there's something in your world where you felt like you've had to keep relighting your fire or relighting your passion for something. Perhaps you lost your motivation recently, felt a little bit defeated, maybe even felt a loss of control or isolated in some way, and had a little bit of self-doubt. But that's all coming back now. It's almost like in the Virgo reading I did earlier, it's almost like you're rediscovering your passion for something or your drive, and I feel like that's carrying you through. It's a very powerful moment for you. Cancer. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading, but I feel like you're moving forward on something with a lot of passion. What you're leaving behind is the Three of Swords, okay, which is pain, sadness, unpredictability. You may have felt like you've lost out on something here. The Moon card means there's uncertainty, and that uncertainty may have made you feel in your heart of hearts that you could be vulnerable or target for something, target for pain. I'm going to pull a card on this because we got the Four of Pentacles here, which indicates, your desire for security. There's been something here where you felt, something here with the Three of Swords where you felt unsecure in your situation due to some sort of heartbreak or sadness. It could be a divorce, it could be a separation from a person or a loss, or it could be leaving a job behind, or there's something here that's caused fear. something has caused frustration and confusion. And we got the Four of Pentacles here, which is the desire for long-term security. But what they're indicating here is, normally, Cancer, you're someone who holds on really tight. But I feel like recently you're letting go. And that is actually a really positive energy to be in, because that's where you find security. You know, the one constant in life is change. Okay, I'll let that sit there for a second, because that's really, when I really think about it myself, it's really powerful. I'm a water element too. I'm Scorpio. So whenever things change, at first I'm kind of like, oh, hang on. You know who I'm like? Okay, because they're showing me, I feel like, well, whoever spirit I have right now coming through, they're very, very funny, because it's almost like they've called me straight away. They can see me straight away. And they've given me an image of, I don't know if you've ever watched a show called, oh gosh, what is it called? The Big Bang Theory, okay? And this character in there called Sheldon, okay? Whenever there's change, it's like, oh, I cannot deal with change. What do you mean change? What? I need to understand it from a more rational position before I can get on board with it, okay? So whatever energy has come to the fore to give me that, they've actually really pegged me to they hit the nail on the head when it comes to me there, when it comes to change, okay? And I feel like there's elements of that within you also, Cancer, the energy that I'm picking up. So I feel like your need to feel secure is important. As you can see, all those padlocks there, you are securing yourself, whether that's in your home or whether that's in your career, your with love. There's a desire for long-term security here, okay? And you may have felt really uncertain, but I feel like you're moving out of that energy, and I feel like you're opening yourself up. Now, you could be opening yourself up to the good kind of vulnerability, Cancer, where you show your true self to somebody. It's often very scary, and you may fear that you could be heartbroken in this situation. But actually, when you start to open yourself in that way, if it's a new love, for example, you'll see that the other person reciprocates, and through both of you, you actually build something secure. What they're basically saying is, wherever you identify something that is not secure, your desire to change that, first of all, there is fear, but then there is action, and then you move, you take action to secure something, and then you can move on. So I feel like you're actually securing the path as you move forward in your world. You're stronger than you think, Cancer. When you got a Seven of Wands like that, it shows you that you're actually really strong, and the inner rebel is coming out. Now, in a lot of the readings, I've been getting this Seven of Wands. And also, there's been a Wheel of Fortune and a Tower moment as we approach that full moon, which means there's huge surprises here, but you've got exactly what you need to deal with this, okay? Really interesting. They're giving me, you know, like those orange ice lollies you have when you're a kid. I mean, you can still have them now, of course, but I haven't had one in like a million years. Maybe you make your own. Like it's an orange lolly, like an orange juice kind of flavor lolly. So they're showing me someone have one of those. So if that's you, I can taste it and everything. It's making me really like crave one. I may run out to the store after this reading. They're showing me someone having that. So if you're having like an ice lolly, because it's hot or something, or I mean, maybe you made it yourself, it's made out of OJ, or you bought it in, they're indicating someone having that. So if that's you as you're listening to this reading, or you just finished one as you just started this reading, please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, or you may have just bought it in the store and you don't normally, or whatever. So please take it as it resonates. If you had one like a year ago, that's not the energy I'm talking about, okay? Seven of Wands, as you can see, this person's strong man, opening, bending those bars. You've endured a lot, Cancer. You've been through the ringer. You still survived, and you're actually at your personal best. You've got what it takes to go the distance. You're a nonconformist, and you are unstoppable, okay? When it comes to obstacles, I feel like you're strong enough to take those obstacles on, and any changes, you're being flexible, and I feel like with sustained effort, you're going to get to where you need to go. Okay. Also with this Seven of Wands, as you can see on this strong man's body, now male or female, not a gender specific reading, you can see this person's worn their heart on their sleeve. They've been hurt. They're in pain there. That inner lion or inner tiger has come out and roared. I feel like there's been a lot of struggle and a lot of anger and a rage sometimes, but I feel like you're overcoming that. The inner calm is now sort of coming towards you and helping you with they're just giving me this word with moderation. They're giving me the word moderation, okay? As you can see also, there's an anchor there, so it's about feeling secure, anchoring yourself somewhere. There's been toxic energy as well, but out of that toxic energy, there is growth. There's a plant there, as you can see. So I feel like you've endured quite a lot. You may have a lot of people etched on your memory who may have hurt you, used your wonderful care, and been energy vampires, but you're strong enough to overcome that energy. And the Seven of Wands says, as you're going into that hermit mode to really think things through, remember, you've come through a lot, Cancerians, and you're still like, you're on the up. You may not feel like it right now. It may feel uncomfortable energy, but there's something coming that actually gives more stability. You know, your home life is going to be more stable. Financially, things are going to be more stable. We got a Queen of Pentacles there rocking up, so we will get to that in a moment. But we got a Four of Cups here. This is your Wheel of Fortune moment. The Four of Cups says you're protected by spirit, as you can see. Look at the storm, the rain starting to come down. Spirit's got your back. They're protecting you. But also the Four of Cups, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Four of Cups is feeling boredom, apathy, feeling that things have not been going your way. So if there have been opportunities that have been showing up in your world and you've been working really hard, but they're not the opportunities you're hoping for, or they're not the love opportunities that you're hoping for, you know, there's an indication here that something by surprise is going to come into your world and turn everything around for the better. So it's going to be more emotionally fulfilling. Now, they want me to show you the Four of Cups, so I will. Could you please guide me? Where is the Four of Cups for my beautiful Cancerians? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Oh. They're showing me a white feather right now, floating on by. So, sorry, I'm so taken by a white feather floating on by. So either you're listening to this reading and you saw a white feather floating on by. They're indicating it's a message from Spirit. Also, your ancestors around at this time, they're really helping you, sending you lots of positive gifts. You know, like for example, this morning, Cancer, I woke up this morning and I found a huge white feather in my bed. Okay, where it came from, I have no clue. Okay, but there it was. And I was like, hot damn, how did that get there? But when I connected to my guides after meditating, basically I was going through something and they were just letting me know it's all going to be okay, you know? So sometimes Spirit shows up, they have different ways of showing you everything's going to be okay. But they're just showing me right now a white feather for you, it floating on by in the wind. So if you just saw that, then there's something in this message for you, this whole reading for you. The Four of Cups, as you can see, look, this person's they've got 3 cups there, but it's just not enough, or it wasn't what you were hoping for. Now, of course, they want you to show more gratitude in your life for things that are showing up. And of course, Cancer, I believe that you do show a lot of gratitude for things that come your way, but they're about to send you something more fulfilling, more emotionally fulfilling, after a bit of a tough time. As you can see that cloud, it's like a rain cloud there, but poof, there's the hand. All of a sudden, Spirit is offering you something by surprise. So keep your eyes open, because there is a real turning point happening here for you that is quite exciting. That's going to make you smile. Okay, now we got a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, beautiful energy. Queen of Pentacles is a solid, hardworking person, someone who has a plan, is determined to take action on the plan, and is committed to making their goals, dreams work. You may have found life a struggle recently or in the last couple of months, and you may have felt like you didn't know which way was up sometimes. They're indicating here that there's going to be a much more stable time, especially when it comes to your home life, because the Queen of Pentacles, she deals with domesticity, okay, the home life. So I feel like things are going to start blossoming at home more. So if there's been family conflict, or there's been any sort of difficult times there, I feel like you're going to ride it through and things are going to become a lot more positive. There's going to be more cause for celebration. If you've had people, or you yourself has gone through some sort of procedure, they're indicating that it will turn out in your favor, but rest is necessary, okay? Yes, you are strong enough to get up and start moving again, but if doctor's orders are to recuperate, then please listen to them, Cancer, because they know what's good for you, and I know you know what's good for you, but they're indicating sometimes we got to take that time out and recharge the batteries, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, they're really showing me the bunny rabbits there. Now, often in the Queen of Pentacles, there are rabbits. It means more of the good stuff is coming. It's going to multiply. Okay, so it's going to be sort of you're being very resourceful with what you've got, and you've been making a lot, a little go a long way, but I feel like there's more to come, okay? Also, I feel like you're deepening your commitment with yourself and what you truly deserve. You're not letting anyone come towards you who doesn't have anything solid to offer you, whether that's friendship, whether that's love, whether that's career. I feel like you're really having that strong self-esteem, and you're very self-sufficient. Okay, also you're very fertile and very creative. Now again, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. But I feel like any plans that you got there, you've got what it takes to make them happen. Whether that is having children, whether that is refurbishing your home, whether it is buying a new home, whether it is activating a new start in a career, that's your call. That however it resonates for you, I feel like you've got everything you need and a little extra helping from the universe. Now we got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebratory card, okay? It means friendships are blossoming. You've got a real strong circle of support there. But also, Cancer, whenever I get this card, it's about where do you jump through hoops for people, okay? I don't often get that energy with this card, but they're giving it to me right now, which is, be mindful of who you give your wonderful energy to. Because some people, they don't even intend to take your wonderful energy and never give back. Some people are just oblivious, okay? We can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. So you may be very sensitive and therefore be very accommodating to other people's needs because you're being really thoughtful, but others are not as thoughtful as you, and you may have found that throughout your life, and it's led to a lot of sadness, and it's made you feel a little bit closed off to those people, okay? You may even start to think that because you give so much of your wonderful self that, because the Four of Pentacles sometimes is called the miser of the deck, so you may have felt like you want to close down your emotions and not give anything to anybody. You're like, I'm thinking about me. I'm not going to think about anybody else but me. You may have had real moments of that, but Cancer, that's not in your nature. And why should you allow anyone to change who you are because of the way that they have approached you? You can still give. You can still be wonderfully open, loving, kind, generous, all of those things. But know when enough is enough, okay? So they do this sometimes for me. They show me a bunch of bananas, okay? And they show me you've got a bunch of 5 bananas, okay? And you love someone, or you care deeply about someone, or you love the job that you do. You give 2 bananas to them, but you always keep 3 for yourself. I feel like in this situation, you want to keep 4 bananas for yourself and give 1 away, okay? What they're saying is still be open, still be kind, still be your wonderful, generous self, but just be mindful to protect your energy because you're like a sponge. You absorb people's energy, and you give, okay? And that you give and you give, and I feel like that may have even come out in your reading recently about love. You give your love or your attention away, and you don't give to get, but sometimes it leaves you completely depleted. So just be mindful of that. I'm going to pull a quick card on that Three of Cups before we move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Going into, woo. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Cups. It's in the reverse. Now, if you felt like you've disconnected from your friendships, or you felt like you have disconnected from strong circles of support recently, you felt maybe abandoned by them, or you felt isolated and you felt like you were not connecting to them, that's all about to change. Hope is returning in that area. So if you felt like you've been a bit of a lone wolf and feeling a little bit disconnected from your emotions with regards to the world, but it's really interesting. They're giving me like quite a conundrum. It's almost like an enigma. You've disconnected from the world, but your insular energy is very emotional and sometimes teary, okay? So you may have been overwhelmed by the emotions and not even know why recently. And if that's you, they're indicating that it's all about to level itself out. And if you've disconnected from friendships or family members or something, there's been some sort of conflict, or maybe it's just that you've needed to really just switch off for a little bit because you've been having psychic overload or empathy overload. They're indicating that that's all about to, once you recharge, everything's about to look more hopeful and peaceful there. If you're looking for, I feel like you're going to, it's almost like you're going to move on into more hopeful time. Hope is returning for you. There's going to be a recovery. This is also a recovery card. So if you're going through some sort of procedure, there's going to be recovery. Make sure you look after yourself and take the rest that is needed to get better. But they're indicating here that you're actually using this moon energy for your highest good, okay? Time for a nap, but you've got it in the reverse. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much. And we got chopped wood. Oh my gosh, one more? That is so unusual. Okay. Okay, we got community, but it's in the reverse. So yeah, perhaps you're feeling a little bit disconnected from your people. Anyway, we got time for a nap, but it's in the reverse. So let's read from the book there. As you can see, there's a little fox there in the moon. Okay, so normally foxes, very curious, but also foxes often indicate caution or see things a little bit more clearly, and it's sleeping on the moon. So they're indicating here any fears, it doesn't, the fears are actually unwarranted, okay? You're protected at this time. So I'll read from the book. I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Chop wood, number 42 there, and community in the reverse. So let's see, 24. Oh my gosh, they said, so 24, when you reduce it, 2 plus 4 is 6. 42, you just got the complete opposite, okay? So synchronicities, 24, 42, both reduced to 6. So there's your first set of synchronicities right there. 24, let's go. Now they just said Anne-Marie to me, Anne-Marie. So if your name is Anne-Marie, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone. So please take it as it resonates. It says here, you are a human being, not a human doing. Is it possible that you're suffering from workaholism? Could you be the one who thinks it's your job to save everybody, to be there for everyone, and go, go, go until you can barely see straight? You've gone as far as you can. You've worked hard and nourished people and projects, but now you're empty. You're an empty well, and you have no reserves for others or for yourself. Don't let your ego keep you going at full speed when your body and spirit need to rest. Exhaustion is calling you to stop what you're doing altogether and take that break. If you don't, the appearance of this card could portend to a possible illness that stems from being totally overwhelmed. You'll feel like a new person if you take that break. Do it now. So again, totally resonates with that reading that's come through so far. 42, let's see. 42, 42. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is a forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be and let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Take your attention away from your goal. It actually brings you into a state of receptivity. This is a deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. Okay, and community, number 8. Now, just as I'm moving these pages, they said Kim to me, Kim. So I guess your name is either Kim or if it's not Kim, it doesn't mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. Could be a name of someone you're dealing with. So please take it as it resonates. It could be someone called Kim is about to bring you some news or information that comes out of nowhere. Because I feel like something is going to come by surprise to you in the next couple of weeks. Whether it's news that allows you to be stronger than ever and be solid. And I feel like it's an opportunity that it actually allows you to move out of any disruptive energy straight into really positive, a positive pathway. Now, number 8. Yeah, it says, be aware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so that others will accept you in the group? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within a larger whole? This will never fulfill you. Now's the time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall. Be you. Authenticity is true self-expression and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into your role that your heart is telling you to take. Making yourself small bears too high a cost. Okay, so let yourself shine, Cancer. This is your moment to take charge and shine. You don't often like to spend your time in the spotlight, but you know, you shouldn't be dulling your shine for anybody. I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, good angels. Can you please guide? Now, whoa, that's a lot of trinkets. Now, they're also showing me, as I was picking out those trinkets, they were showing me, it's like, oh gosh, what are those things? They're, I can't think. I literally cannot think right now. Could you please help me, Spirit? What are they called? It's like a wheel that has feathers attached to it. A dream weaver. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. A dream weaver. But it's a medicine wheel. So if you've got one of those that are actually a medicine wheel and not a dream weaver, there's something in this message for you, okay? So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. So please take it as it resonates. Anyway, we have the Tower. So this is the Eiffel Tower, but so it could be something relevant to France if you're thinking about relocating or you're thinking about taking a vacation there. But the Tower basically means, you know, that there is some sort of surprise going on there. They actually won it on the Wheel of Fortune. It's a really nice surprise. It's a really exciting surprise. It allows you to elevate to the next level. They're indicating here. We've also got an elephant. Now, elephants are beautiful creatures, and if you've got any Virgo placements or you're dealing with a Virgo, they also got a similar trinket, but they got a smaller elephant. But as you can see, you've got an elephant. Elephants are very intelligent. They're very pure in their energy, and they don't let any obstacles get in their way. They remove the obstacles. They keep going. Very, very placid creatures, unless they need to be aggressive. And it's rare that they are when they charge off. It's normally when they're protecting their family, their little babies. Okay, those cute little baby elephants. But as you can see, there's a heart on the ear of this elephant. So listening with love is very important at this time, especially since Mars and Pluto being conjunct to the moon there can be explosive and cause confrontation. So I feel like you're overcoming any obstacles, but just be diplomatic about things as well. Where would you like this? Okay, so they went on the Queen of Pentacles, so that's about your commitment to overcoming any obstacles and sticking to your plan, whatever that plan is, and it coming to fruition for you. We've also got two hearts beating as one there. Now, in terms of love, I was not making this a love reading. In terms of love, there is a Queen of Wands, a Queen of Pentacles here, and a King of Wands. So passion plus stability. Either you're calling that in after a period of heartbreak, you're looking for stability. I feel like you're going to meet somebody surprised that your friends really like. Watch out for being a little bit guarded, especially if you've been hurt in the past, okay? But you know, they're indicating here that there is someone coming on in that, that's going to offer you that passion and that stability. And someone who's going to sweep you off your feet. That is what they're giving me. That's if you're single. But if you're wanting to heal something with someone in the past, I mean, you absolutely can, but there needs to be a conversation. There needs to be a bit more maturity in the energy, and there needs to be a little bit more planning about what are we doing here, what's going on. You also got the Star trinket energy here, so that means you can heal it. Stars are about healing. But anyway, where would you like this? Where would you like this? They want it on 4 cups. Something more emotionally fulfilling is headed your way. Okay, whether that's in terms of goals, dreams. It's almost like whatever you love is matching your frequency to come on in and partner up with you. Okay, we've also got the Sun card. So a very auspicious time, lots of positivity, lots of abundance headed your way. And it says made with a smile. Okay, as I said, something's going to come on in here and make you smile. They want that on the Wheel of Fortune. We've also got the Star. So there's a lot of illumination happening for you, a lot of positive energy, a real awakening here. But it says here, just for you, that Star. The stars are aligning just for you. There's healing happening here, but also I feel like if you've had a real test of faith recently, everything's going to become a little bit more positive for you. You're going to renew your faith. They want it on the Moon card. Really interesting. Okay, so overcoming fears and renewing your faith again. And we also have finally a little tiny key. Now that key, it's interesting. They're showing me here, it's like a club. So they're showing me it's like the keys to the club. So doors opening for you, perhaps, or if you felt like doors were shut, you felt like you were not in a clique, or people are in a clique and leaving you out, maybe at work or in your friendship circle or something like that. Something's going to be unlocked there. They're indicating that there's a breakthrough, okay? It's almost like you're getting into the inner circle of something. Words like this, they want on the Three of Cups. Interesting. So something's going to unlock here for you that allows you to move forward and celebrate. So if you're waiting for news, I feel like something's going to come on in. There's going to be a real breakthrough. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates for you, my beautiful Cancerians. This reading is a little bit different because it's the full moon reading, so I'll be back to my usual readings in the next couple of days. Also, I'll be doing a free competition again for one lucky subscriber, so look out for that. I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Just before I go, they just said this this word, but I don't really know what it is. So I'm going to say it, Merkaba. Merkaba. So I really don't know what that means. So unfortunately, I have to plead ignorance on this one. Spirit, are you able to be more clear? Merkaba. They're just giving me, it's like a song, Merkaba, but I've never heard of a song called Merkaba, so I'll have to look it up after this reading. I'll leave it there, my beautiful Cancerians. If it resonates for you, that word, please drop it in the comments box below. I'd really love to find out, and I'm going to convene with my guides afterwards to see if I can find out what it means, but probably good old Google will do the job. Okay, thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians. Love and light.